Soul Productions present Street Topics, and you don't want to get caught slipping. You don't know what topics they're going to serve you, from current events to politics, for topics that they don't even want to talk about. From old
You
school
know, when we run out
remedies.
of medicine, grandma have our remedies. But I'm not gonna lie. One remedy that I wish I could remember exactly what she had, but she mixed them together. And when by the time I got through with that, listen, I must have been the most drunk. I felt drunk. I know I didn't understand what drunk, but now that I look back,
Heated topics causing disagreements.
Negative because that's what all of y'all like. It's just very heavy and negative.
Well,
so
you
we're
need to
all
go get
saying
on
have
another
emotional
show.
conversations when we're just bashing each other.
On another show. We ain't negative, woman, girl.
No matter how heated the conversation may get, these gentlemen always come back together with solutions.
Better than this. You got to learn how to respect each other, respect each other's differences. We're not supposed to all think alike.
Tune in every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Subscribe so you can stay connected to Soul Productions and Street Topics.
What's up, everyone? Yes, we are in little circles in outer space. And yes, this is another episode of Street Topics outside of its normal time. But hey, we catch things live and on the spot. It's your host, C. Holmes, as always. And what we're talking about, women's independence. Oh, hell, you about to piss some people off, Chris. I don't care. It's my show. We talk about everything. That's the way we get discussions going. If nobody's going to stir up the beehive, why not I just go ahead and just tap it a little bit, just and enjoy it. But of course, on a guest on the show today, we have the one and only Arshia. So go ahead and tell the audience of yourself.
Hey, everybody. Let's get into this topic because it's some men that have been saying that they not being treated well. So
hell no, I'm playing.
the real woman to unite and stand up, and be careful when you talk about the beehive, because I might be a beehive myself.
Okay, that's cool. Let's go ahead and stir it up and attract them views. I'm all for it. Come on, let them get pissed off and include my subscribers. I'm not complaining. Yeah, I ain't got no sense. But we are talking about women's independence, and I know we had a little conversation earlier, but we're gonna start a little light. We're gonna start the relationship a little bit, and then go to the global aspect. So, at times, guys be like, "Okay, I want to be the man of the household. I want to stand my ground." Ugh. But it seems like we have a shift in this iteration where the women want to take a lead of everything. What do you have to say about that? Because I feel like it's almost we like the man are getting whipped around. The hell?
I know you saying it, but I think men like to get whooped around.
It depends on what way.
A lot of men say they want their woman to be in charge. They want them to be kept women and all that kind of stuff. But do you really know what it is to be a kept woman? Do you even know what it is to work a full-time job or etc.? So I'm not going to speak on working a full-time job and doing this and doing all that. No, it's time for us to change your perspective on how you view it, how I view it, and how
I'm so glad you said that, because I was just about to say, like, it really depends on your perspective.
Yeah.
Because what they think of a woman can be a woman that's going to piss some people off. This woman just pretty much treats her husband with all nice and respect and just does everything he needs. And you're going to have a woman that's like, oh, hell no. Then you have like a well-kept woman, someone that's intelligent with some fierce behind it, has some reasons to pretty much stay in her ground and pretty much has a voice for all and much more and caring at the same time. And then you want to have those with so many other different, it just goes into a whole spectrum of different things. So I don't think there's just one view of it. I think it just depends on, I think it's more so what you prefer or what you've been forced to take.
I think it depends on the comprehension level of both people, the backgrounds of both people, communication. That communication, we got to touch on that later on, because that's a big subject by itself.
Later on, let's touch on this shit right now, because hell no, I'm against the whole bullshit of like, no, the man gotta shut up and listen. The hell? Wait a minute, I got a voice too. What the hell you talking about? It should be communication on both sides. Because one thing that irritates my soul is the whole, you should just shut up and just man up about it. Oh, but once I keep it all to myself and if I snap on your ass, it's a problem.
See, it depends on what type of woman you have. And it doesn't matter if you came from the hood, suburbs, you wealthy. No, it doesn't matter. A woman is a woman, and how she perceives
One of the
things,
gangsters. My
right?
bad.
Why? Let's get here. Why are you picking that type of woman anyway?
Uh-oh.
Why you see y'all always talking about, oh, y'all women do this, but why are you guys women, y'all men gravitated to those type of women or grown girls?
At the same time, I'm going to be, it goes both ways. I had to think about that, but I think it goes both ways because
That
you can be the
quiet.
right kind of person and not even want nothing to do with them and still attract them. And it can still go the same way for women as well. So I don't think that's just y'all thing. In my opinion, I think that it goes on both sides because you can mind your own business and still, you know what? I know what it is because life, of course, attracts light in other positive people, but it also attracts those who want to obtain something from it. So they may not have the best interest of that person, but because they see this person, male or female, rising above, they want to, oh, I want a part of that. Let me try to grab you back to my level. Let me pull you back down. Oh, you shining too bright. Let me pull you back over here. Are you doing the independent thing? Let me bring it back over here to my kind of realm so we can have a comprehension and some understanding. So I think it goes both ways. So yeah, that's my opinion on that part. Just saying.
So now that we're here, right? I wish you could show the other clip that we have done on the other podcast, and so people can see what we're talking about. Then also, for the men perspective, what do you want moving forward? Because I know exactly what you don't want.
Hell. I don't want no damn hell. You think I'm bullshit. I don't want no, fuck that shit. I have enough hell in the rest of the goddamn world every day I wake up and at the job. You think I want to walk in the hell in my own household or at home? No. But I can't speak for y'all. I can speak from my perspective and what I assume or think majority men want. So let me go and shoot that. I had to pretty much place that in a spot. I mean, place that like that because people will be like, well, you didn't say that. Look, I'm going from my own personal perspective and I can just assume as a guy. Well, you may like to. Here. So let me go ahead and present. Number one, a piece of goddamn mind. Goddamn. Whew. Let me say it again. A peace of mind. Hell, I already had enough stuff going on out there. I don't want to come home to the damn hell. No. A peace of mind. Someone who's actually genuinely loving of me as a person, everything else and much more. Me personally, I don't want no motherfucker after me for my damn cash. Yeah, I know I may stir some people with that. Oh, I don't want nobody broke. Well, hell, you don't have to be, I don't want you broke either. But if the main focus is my damn money, get the fuck out my face and catch the road, Jack. Fastly and quick in a hurry. Because if I catch that shit, I'm about to switch this shit up and start playing some damn games. That's one of my pet peeve. That pissed me off real quick. As soon as I start seeing that shit, I'm like, oh, you one of them motherfuckers. Anyway, let me continue. Let me get off my soap opera. All right, so that as well. And then someone who I can also see myself going the long term with. Ups, downs, and no matter what, because we all gonna get older, looks are not gonna be the same, our financial situation not gonna be the same. So you got to be able to willing to change and adjust. Some of you are human beings. Someone that's not going to be just one-minded track because we all grow and change naturally. I think the next thing too is someone that actually sees the better of me. I don't think another guy say this, like sees the best of me. Yes, I have my faults, point out and help me out, but don't use it against me to destroy me. If anything, that's going to make me want to find somebody else. Like, why the hell would I want to be around and sleep with somebody that's going to talk and bring me down when I can find someone else that's going to actually uplift me and actually make me feel whole? Now, of course, I'll end it with this because I want to make sure you got your point points of interest in is someone that is like-minded or have common interests. I know that's basic, but when you have a combination of everything, what as I said, similar, and then y'all have common interests, you can naturally have fun. It's like the best of friends, but taken it to a whole nother level, and they're willing to just laugh and enjoy life. They may bump their heads every once in a while, but they can bounce back and be good. So that's my feeling. Or, of course, I gotta hit this one too, because a guy's gonna be like, "Hey, you forgot about this one. Come on, dog, you gotta be real." Oh yeah, the sex has to be on point, or willing to be open to learn, or if you gonna be fun and just grow together with it. All right.
Okay.
I don't need nobody being like, "Oh, I don't want this." Like, damn, find somebody else then. It's just shit. My needs just missed. So
Okay.
that's me.
Okay. So I'm guessing you want to know what some of the women want. I'm not gonna speak on what I want, because I don't want
Why
people to be in
not?
my inbox. I don't want them to be in my inbox.
Yeah, let me go ahead and send the address, the phone number,
Hell
your
no.
Google social media platform. Why not?
Mm-mm,
I should have
mm-mm.
made this a slice of love so you can go ahead and be like, ooh,
No, because I'm not looking for everybody. I'm just looking for that one person for me.
It's 2024. They're gonna find you anyway. No, I'm joking.
So we want somebody who has the capacity to understand and have comprehension. So whenever we say we're going through something, they were like, just to shut us up, but actually be living in the moment with us. Somebody that is generous, right? Somebody who's generous, meaning if he can treat me good, even if he have employees, even if he come across somebody across the street, they're going to treat them well. I'm not saying go out there be a male slut or, be for everybody in the streets.
Player.
We don't want everybody. We don't want our men to be for everybody in the streets, okay? We want our men to be for us, And also, for me, I'm gonna speak a little bit.
I was singing a song. I ain't play. I just crush a lot. Dun, 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 dun.
I really want to start off like, what do you want? A man worth fighting for, that Mulan.
That part.
But somebody who been through something. Let's get into it. I want somebody who been through something, somebody who know how to bounce back. But when they bounce back from what they've been through, they won't just look at it in a negative standpoint. They know how to filter out life and take what didn't work for them and use what worked for them in an optimistic way. Somebody who has
Did you just say optimistic? People don't know what that means. They negatives and toxic. Yeah, they love toxicity. Toxicity now.
Looking at things in the bright side, on the bright side of things, somebody who can not be selfish, because what if y'all start off in a relationship?
The break on that. Wait a minute. Pause. Rewind. Got to go back a little bit, couple blocks down. Got to come back a couple blocks. I think I got to put the other head part. I'm only trying to monitor. But you said something. You said don't be selfish. I think people just miss that. And that don't just apply to one person. It applies to both parties. Mm-hmm. Both people have to be selfless. Now, look, with that said, I know we're human beings. We're not perfect. We have our own personal desires and needs. Yeah, I get that. But any kind of team of unity, you have to look at the bigger picture for both. I learned that too, for both. Mm-hmm. But continue.
Somebody who's equally yoked.
I ain't scrambling no eggs.
Because sometimes you might be a person who is disciplined.
You mentioned we cooking breakfast. No.
Right? But then you marry somebody that's a hoodlum and don't even want to even think about church or spiritual practices or anything that's going to grow them spiritually. You gotta be equally yoked.
Let's be real about this. And I don't want to just make it all about relationships, because we're gonna hear this with some other ones, but that's something that they desire inwardly. Maybe a little insecurity, or it's something that they love in their desire that they don't want to speak out publicly. Because you have some holy saints. Mm-hmm. Amen. No, I'm playing. I'm gonna stop before I get somebody mad. But in turn, they love that toxic shit. Oh, and look, you ain't get no Christian babies for nothing.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Not for real. Let's talk about it. Because, most of us grew up in the church. So we grew up in a rehearsed practice instead of having a personal relationship with God until we got up in age and we decided we want to have a personal relationship. But we was in a rehearsed practice.
Since we're in the church and we're talking about women independence, I got to say this too. Now, you have more women that want to take over the church now. Oh, I done pissed off some men now. Let's talk about it. Street topics. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but I'm just putting it out there on the whole full splatter. You have more women that want to become pastors. You have more women in more positions as deacons and much more. And especially in politics, I know you've been seeing it's election time. You have more push in the pews or in front of the church pews being pushed for women's independence and rights and much more.
But are the men stepping up?
She threw. You see that? Look, y'all see that? You see how she want to try to twist that? No, I caught that. See, I see. You gotta watch. See.
So, okay.
Nobody brought that up. But what do you mean?
I understand what you're saying, but when you look at a statistic standpoint, women are drawn to self-help and development. On the other hand, some men that are not drawn to that. They are, but not. They're getting away from now.
I'm gonna hit you on something that that's a great comment. My counter on this was like, okay, so the man need to step up. Wait. So let me ask this. You saying are the men stepping up, but is it more so of they're not stepping up in the way that you desire? Because men can step up into place, or they're not doing the exact things that you. When I say you, I mean in a general sense. In general, because you have men that actually step up to leadership and do things that can be great and much more, but they're not doing the things that, let's say, the woman would like or desire, and because it doesn't, because it does not follow what they want, they get irritated. Now, look, I come from a background of women who are strong, and independent. I'm not just saying this out the back of my head. I'm telling you from experience, personally. Like, you can have, use a simple example of leadership. It can be something like this. The woman asks for some help and aid of something. They know the other half knows the expert of this expertise. It can be like, the woman asks for a plumber who is an expert in plumbing to do something, to step up, as you say, and help. So she calls the plumber in. Plumber analyzes everything, say this needs to be done and much more, and gives a recommendation of what needs to be done. I have seen this happen like this. The dude gives the recommendation, and then the woman goes like, no, it shouldn't be done like that. It needs to be like this to be done, and this be like, and the expert, the man, is like, wait, I see you saying, but you're missing this point. No, you don't know my house. No, like, I understand, but I'm coming from the expertise of this. So I know a little bit more. No, you don't know my house. So it's like it goes one ear and out the other. And now she's driving to get what she wants in her desire, what she thinks is a solution by not listening to the man. And then when she forces it her way and the problem arises again, and then the guy has to fix another issue that could have been easily avoided if she would have listened in the first place. So that's why that's such a simple example of where I've seen that happen time and time again from like a simple household duty, but in the real world, I've seen this play out time and time again. It's like, it's not like the man doesn't want to step up. He does, but it's like the woman doesn't want to follow or take the recommendation and think her way is the only way. And then it's like a whole chaotic thing.
Okay. I like how you said that. And when I said stepped up, I was referring to church. But I like how you use it as a leverage. So we're going to go with it.
It can be used in church too.
Mm-hmm. And
it can be used in all spectrum.
For that woman doesn't trust. She might suffer from trust issues. Or she was hurt. But there's no excuse, right? It's no excuse. So we're not speaking about all women, because not all women do that. or that
I can't.
person is not healed in those areas. You
I
know,
can't say
or
all. I can't say
yeah,
all, but I will say a good majority because if you look at the election now, look at all the movements in the campaigns. And I can tell you more than 80% of it is towards women's rights and much more of independence, of just listening, not looking at different point of views. Because on a 360 spectrum, we know there's more issues, but right now, that is the focus of today.
well, I can't speak on politics because I don't give a damn when it comes to that. Because let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. People gonna say what they want to say,
They
how they want
will.
to say it on
They
a
will.
camera and
Yep.
everything, and do another behind closed doors. So that's why I
That's
don't
true
feed
too.
into that politics shit, because people gonna do what they gonna do. They gonna tell you who they gonna vote for, and then when they go to the ballot, I voted with the sticker and voted for the other person. So I don't get into all of that kind of stuff. But on the standpoint when it comes to a woman, you know, I have both sides. I live both sides. I was hurt one time, but when it's different when you hurt and you go internally and you hurt and you take it out on others. But when
See,
you become aware of that, you gotta fix that
that's what I
shit
want to focus
because
on.
you do not attract what you think you deserve. And then some people go out here and say the
Let's.
man ain't this, the man ain't doing that. But in reality,
That's coming
are
from.
you
Okay,
really
let's.
loving yourself?
Okay, don't go too far. I want you to go deeper into
Okay.
what, because I love what you're saying. But I think the what you said was the hurt individual, the hurt woman, and then they taking that out against others. And because
Yes.
the woman has experienced pain or trauma or whatever, they push that out on other guys or whoever, not just guys,
That's
because
not,
of
yeah,
something.
I'm just gonna say
Yeah,
that's
that's
not.
what. Yeah. That's or anyone else who they may bump into because their own personal experience that person had nothing to do with. That's what I have a problem with. I have a problem with someone who has been hurt and wants to treat everybody else like that past person who has done them or whoever it was. And because of that, we see more that I know you said it is actually in politics and everything else. It's in politics, the workplace, it's everywhere, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
If you really think about it, just looking from the outside in, look at all the situation where you have probably seen someone, I'll just say it like this, a woman react or treat someone probably horribly wrong who had nothing to do with it because of their own personal experience, or just prejudge a person just because of personal experience without getting to know the person. I see this
Mm-hmm.
constantly on a daily basis. Now, on a political level, it's on a whole nother spectrum because they use that as a leverage to pretty much motivate or encourage to get a group of people to push or feel their own personal hate. And at times, I feel like it's like pushing more of a hate agenda towards others so more people can hate. I never, even this morning, I know it was a little bit of football, but because it's college game day, there were one of the commentators was like, man, we need a lot more. Like they were comparing two players, whatever. And they was like, okay, but this person, this person, this, we're comparing, but you know what? I love both of them. There needs to be a lot more love because right now there's a whole lot of hate and anger and trauma getting pushed out. And I feel like it's stirring up everybody to be just F you. You're like, you like this. Or you like that past person. You just like this. Are you the devil? Because of past trauma.
Let me tell you something. It's a lot of people getting in relationships that's not resolving their issues. Let's think about it like this, right? It's gonna sound crazy. We're gonna use this as a stream, right? Say a person get in a connection with somebody, right? If we gonna use this, they still carrying this, right? If they don't cut this off, this soul tie off, this connection off, guess what? It's gonna get longer. It's gonna get longer. It's gonna get longer. It's gonna get longer.
You're going to get
Until
tangled
it
up.
explodes, right? And that's for both people. So how can you evolve and create generational wealth if you have unresolved issues within yourself?
Generational. Well, I want to say this too. I know I probably have not said it. How about generational happiness at this point?
Generational happiness. Let's talk about that. A lot of people don't think they supposed to generate happiness within themselves first. They always self-seeking other people for validations and stuff instead of getting all of that for themselves. When you get in a relationship, those people not supposed to accommodate happiness for you, accommodate all of those things for you. Of course, being together with each other, y'all gonna have that for each other. But just imagine if everybody really took time to really do the healing properly. Man,
It'd be something else. Now I'm going to go look. This is a Raw podcast. So yes, we need to be healed and much more. We need to have generational happiness. But it seems like a strong push for independence to the point where I feel like, of course, it's great to be strong within yourself. I get that. I agree with that 100%. But anytime that you are looking to the masses, especially as a leader, into the majority relationships or in the work environment, I'm just going in all in general. It comes at times where that independence is not such of a good thing. It's actually more negative than anything, because in a work environment, you come to the point where you don't want to listen to your fellow coworkers. You don't want to understand how they feel. You don't want to understand what's going on in that scenario. And so you just blurring out what you think or commanding what you want, and it disrupts the whole work environment. Or as we see in politics, and it's just any president or whatever, there's all of it. You have those who take the independence that just take what they feel, and they try to find a group of people and push that independence, and it's just surface of more hate. And not even just on that. I mean, you can see it in the movies, in the music. Okay, let's be honest. When it comes to independence, you have all kind of independent songs coming out all over with anger, full anger, like nigga and think this and Steven and all that, and we can't stand you up. And it's like, I'm like, every time I turn on the radio, 97.9, I'm like, man, can we get some little, some softer kind of like feel? I mean, look, I can feel, like, every once in a while, I'm not gonna lie, I be like, Gorilla. I'm like, the hype, the club, I feel you. It gets you hyped up. But can we bring it down some? Because we can't always be like that. You're gonna tear up everything. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I get it, but let's be honest, we're in the push of a generation of time of independence all around. But I wish people realize that that is not always good, because there's so much anger that's going around because of that as well.
Mm-hmm. How about this? I understand what you're saying. I have a story, but I don't want to share too much of the story about independence. But the thing is, for me, I call it self-efficient. Don't get mad at me because I have to be an adult and take care of myself, right? I'm self-efficient. And so other people might view it as independent. But guess what? That independence gonna make you bump your head and bust and fall on your ass. Because if you're too independent and you don't know how to follow or lead, when you get in the workplace, guess what? You're not a teammate.
Yeah, not gonna fire your ass.
Politics at work, but it really not politics at work. Is you not being a teammate? Is you not want to collaborate with others? Let's get in corporate America, collaborating with others. Things might pop up, but you're not trying to communicate. That's when the communication come, right? You're not trying to communicate with your fellow teammates. And guess what? You might lose this contract, or you might lose this. This company might lose.
You're too hard to deal with. You don't listen.
You won't listen.
But they don't want to say that to be like
ego.
They're gonna say it's
you
your
don't
fault.
want to let nobody disrespect you.
They're gonna say it's your fault. It's not me.
You won't be out of a job. What that woman said on Friday. You're gonna be out on your ass.
I thought you were about to say this. I was about to pull this line. Bye, Felicia. Like, hey, bye, Felicia.
Come on, man. Come on. Yeah, I just see people. It's behavior. It's connected to behavior too, and belief. Because when you see that kind of stuff, and you haven't properly got trained and got the proper training, now it come down to behaviors. It come down to you don't want to work as a teammate and you want to do your own thing.
Woo.
But guess what? Teamwork makes everything go further along in a relationship. Teamwork. I need a team. I need a teammate. I need a partner.
What's funny is I find it funny that this is a push for independence. But last time I checked, when you were crawling like a baby, somebody had to teach you something. Somebody had to teach you how to walk. Someone had to wipe your tail. Someone had to teach you your ABCs. Someone had to teach you how to talk, how to dress, and all that and much more. And somehow,
so I was like Benjamin Buttons.
But for some reason, when we come full-fledged adults, oh, they're independent now. I think that's more so of your trauma. You trying to cover up and mask what the inner deeper issue is.
They say, "Oh, I don't like people." And you're really weak. You're really weak. You don't want people to really see your behaviors you're displaying, but you're really weak.
Because let's be honest, if you run a business, how can you hate people? They paying your check. They paying for your bills. They paying for you to go out. They paying for you to take trips. If they want support from you or your product, you would be doing well. Matter of fact, even if you're working for the job and they even have a business, they still gotta have customers coming in. You gotta greet them. You gotta treat them nicely. So how can you not help people like people? Because if it wasn't for people, you wouldn't get it paid at all. You'd be broke on your ass.
But they can say, I don't need the people. I can get the government contract, or I can get this. But they still people.
It's like, I swear, it's insanity at its finest. And some of them, I just use the government. Well, hell, last time I checked, some taxpayers paying for it. You still need somebody paying for this, so you can't get around it. That's why, like, I keep saying, like, this independence thing is not. I know I'm going against the fire right now because we're in this time period of it, but it's not always a good thing. It's not. I get it. What do you
think about the passport bros? Oh, I'm reaching.
I'm reaching. I think.
Do you think they are really hurt? Because I don't know. I really want to know for real.
Okay, so we'll speak on my own personal perspective. I feel like when it comes to the passport bros, and I throw myself out there too as well, just for the heck of it, just for the fun of talking podcast, not that much.
You gonna speak on the passport bros, and I'm gonna speak on the what they call it, the sprinkle community. Oh, we're gonna talk about it too.
The sprinkle. What we doing? Twizzlers or something? You gotta inform me of this. We'll get to it.
You ain't never heard of the sprinkle
I
community.
probably have. You just gotta refresh. You gotta refresh me.
Okay, go ahead and talk about the passport bros.
Okay, I think what's going on is like either, let's say, they have dated a good amount of times, either the same race or whatever, and they get the same results, and they feel like going outside of a culture or something of a tradition can give better experience, or something that outside something different so they can enjoy. Now, with that said, if it floats and works for you, I'm not mad at you at all, because I can tell you right now, this is for anybody, if you go to college, you will get an experience like no other, because you get all kind of international people all around the place. So if you went to college and you're saying that, I can definitely get it, because you get something that's different from what you traditionally experience. And you may be like, oh man, I get actually treated like this. Like, oh man, like this actually feels good. Like I would expect all this the negative, and now this person's actually treating me and I like it. So I do get it. Now, of course, with that, you don't have the kind of group that be like, no, you need to be loyal and supporter. You pretty much betraying because you're going outside of the this and all this traditions and much more. When it comes down to that, in my own personal perspective, I'm like this. I be a rebel. I don't give a damn. F that. Up that. Do whatever you feel makes you happy. This world is way too big. Life is way too short. Do whatever you feel that makes you happy and grow to your fullest. If it's not here in America, or if it's talking to someone different race, do it. Because at the end of the day, the other people are not going to be living your life. I've seen people who are happy as they can be, jolly, and as much more, and I don't give a damn what people are saying about them. And I've seen people who care about what everybody else is saying, and they're the most miserable people. So with me, if you find someone different in the path or whatever, and you grow and have a merry life, all props to you. Enjoy your life. It's your life, your choice. Do you. That's my spiel on it.
But what you said it in a good way, though. You said it in a good perspective.
That's like I said, that's my perspective. I can't speak on others. That's mine.
Because no matter when you see on the internet about the passport bros, you always, I'm not gonna say always, but you majority of the time. I want a woman who's gonna cook and clean, who's gonna F me all day, all night. Who's gonna do this? Who's gonna do that? Who's gonna do this? Who's gonna do that?
What's wrong with that though? I'm not just saying just in one, like, but
I understand that there's nothing wrong with it. But are you providing that lifestyle for that woman to do that?
That's a good argument. like I said, I'm only speaking from my own perspective, so I can get that. So it's like I feel like what you're saying is like, okay, it's like a not give and take, but it's like, okay, we're building this together, not like a leech. Like you
Yeah.
is, I guess again, I'm struggling with this because that's not my personality. But it's like, I guess you're talking about the passport bro who's like, oh, I want this woman to provide and do everything for me, and I just enjoy and don't have to do anything. Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
That more of that perspective, because that's not me. That's why I struggle with it. My perspective, I guess, was good because I actually want to, let's enjoy and build this all together.
Your perspective was a cute, wholesome perspective.
That because that's me. But
the
I took a shot.
You go online, you be like, "What the?" They don't talk about how when they go there and they get stranded because they thought they
They better shake. Yeah, damn. Hold on. Somebody check the laws. you better check ABC. Fox.
They get stranded.
CNN.
They thought they found something good. Somebody to miss them.
You better check the laws of the different countries so you'll
And
find
that
out the hard way.
woman was using them for a passport. For to
get citizenship.
He got ripped. He got beat up.
People better use their condoms.
Oh my god! Yeah,
that's about it.
This is only for educational purposes.
That's why I had to do my dance.
Oh my god!
That's why I had to do my dance.
Okay.
That was fun.
They don't tell them how they go out there. They doing the tricking.
That's a dumbass experience, man. Come on, that's like a common sense. Like, come on now. If you go,
because you know, the money converts differently. The money convert differently when you hear
straight papers. That shit is funny as hell. I'm sorry, but look, it blows up. If I go out the country, best believe I'm about to do some research on all the damn laws and much more over there. I'm gonna make sure there's no BS going over there in dangerous territory. I'm gonna make sure I have a ton of money because I don't know what can happen. I want to have to make sure I have money to go back. I mean, go there, come back, and emergency fund because I don't need my ass stranded over there.
You go over there, hey, mom. Can you see the money? Can you wire the money? They asking for $10,000 of dollars.
It wasn't my ass looking like that's like me going to some unknown territory and away like thousands of miles and be like, look, I'm just gonna wander and explore without no kind of guide and see what I can. Hell no. I better have some kind of guide.
Sending you those pictures and stuff, and all that picture that look like is the good. What they call it, the good body and everything. You get over there, she look like Ninja Turtle.
Gonna come up the whole store. You're gonna open the door, and all you're gonna see. Look, you're gonna open the door, think you're gonna see Princess Diana, and you're gonna be greeted with "Twing, tweet, tweet, tweet."
That's gonna be what's that rat from the Ninja Turtles?
No, about the damn sensei. Goddamn, is it sensei? I think. Wait. You got me over there last so much. I forgot the damn. That damn rat.
And they're gonna be living on cardboard. So okay, keep on talking about you want to be a passport boy, and you don't do your research.
Look, there's nothing wrong about doing it, but do your research. Have money. Don't go there and be a dumbass. Yo, you talking about Splinter? Yo.
Oh my god!
Yes. But
you gonna be going over there doing chores and shit, trying to get back over here.
If you want to be a passport, bro, you better do some damn research. You better have your money together. Don't be no fool and get tricked. Because come on now, be like, oh, I found my wife. You haven't even met this motherfucker. What the fuck? Like, you better go over there and
she's
be
young. She's beautiful. She's ready to have my kids.
You go over there, take your ass over to a whole other country.
She got a whole husband already. No, you telling me sit your ass down like a one
That's you would open the door and met a whole husband instead of a whole
The whole couch
husband.
of them. A whole couch of them.
Oh,
Oh my God.
you won't be like this. And like, oh, I think I found the wrong house. Oh no, you found the right one. Get your ass in here. Oh, okay.
Be like that in the Bible. Now you gotta work your way. You gotta attend the cattle to get back to the USA.
Oh,
Oh my God. Okay, well, I'm
Okay.
just playing. I'm just playing.
All right. No, you're not. Okay. All right. We had a
Okay,
good
let's
laugh
talk
now.
about this sprinkle community.
Yeah.
Now,
we
you
got
think
down.
the Beehive community is strong? The sprinkle community.
What the
It's
hell? We
pretty much a
sprinkling?
lady. She says she's giving financial advice, but she's not giving financial advice. She's training women to deceive men, and that's not right.
Oh
Right?
hell no! Hell no! Hold on, I gotta make a
I
call.
hope I can send you a video.
I know I gotta make a call. That's the sprinkler. Wait, pretty much bringing people in with the sprinkles of nice and finesse and all that, just to pretty much
This
take
is the lady, the ringleader.
So she basically acting like again to
It's pretty much teaching women how to deceive men, how to trick on men, how to use men. And guess what? She's
what the
teaching you
hell-
how to do all
that's
that,
what-
but she's going to get somebody hurt.
Why you think I just haven't said? Look at the title, Woman Independence. This is the shit I'm talking about. This is the shit I'm talking about. And then look now, but then you expect me to be the humble, nice gentleman to that shit. But if I don't, but hold on, wait, because I'm bumped into some of that. But if I don't give you the money or treat your lifestyle or do we and all that and much more, oh, I'm a motherfucker. Oh, I'm that nigga. You ain't nothing but a trash ass guy. All because you want to play the game, try to get in my head, make me feel bad, and much more, so I can give you what you want. All right, fellas. I may pretty much blow the top off with this one, but here's the secret to get you out of all this. Look, it works every time. You don't have to do
I'm
no
listening.
sprinkle. This is for the guys. You don't have to do no magic. Look, if you want to get out of those situations, stop being deceived, you do this one simple thing. You listening? Hold on. What you do is you do this. Stop giving a fuck. You
And that's the
kill
same
your
thing for
emotions.
women.
I know, but in this game of games and mind, all that mental manipulation, all that much more, you have to unfortunately know how to turn it on and off so you can logically see things. Because we in a time period of highly influence, seduction, financial deceivement, and much more, and you only find out what people are, men or women, through their actions. I don't care how someone puts a front. In due time, their actions is going to showcase who you are. Because you can put on a whole face, but eventually in due time, you're going to forget your acting role and pretty much say who the hell you are. And it happens every single time. Let's go for male and female. For those independent, I mean, it's all across the board. I know we're on the subject of independence, but it happens for that too. Actually, for this topic, that definitely applies for this, because you have those, since we're going to talk about women independence, that claim independence all the way through. But as soon as something goes wrong, or as soon as something goes away and they need help, that independent shit goes out the window. But if it don't go their way, oh, they're going to criticize, attack, and hurt, and so much more just so they can feel bad. Now, I'm not talking about the women out there that's doing their thing and not hurting, not trying to traumatize people. I'm not talking to y'all. This does not apply to y'all. But for them traumatizing motherfuckers that want to pretty much, the motherfucker, no, let me say nothing. And a pimp named Z Holmes. So y'all, trickling ass bitches that want to pretty much just say what the hell you want because of your trauma and your shit. You feel like your shit don't stink, and you want to make everybody else feel bad and feel your shit. Fuck you, and that goes to. I wish I had my players cup, but I don't. I have a muscle milk. So put your just get it off and stop.
Look at this.
See, that's that shit. That's that shit. She ain't got the sauce, y'all. But
Oh, man.
it's a lot of when it comes down to a lot of this independence. Look, I'm good for independence when it comes from a good spot of confidence and pretty much making sure you take care of your own. I get that. But when you start using your past and your trauma to attack others and then claim independence, that's what I have an issue of. I will go off on your ass in the comments, on stage. I don't give a damn. Because that is my pet peeve of motherfuckers who do that shit. Like, don't attack someone who had nothing to do with your past at all.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about attachment, because it's some men and women
I'm dead.
manipulate,
I can't respond.
in
No,
a
please.
room. You know, I ain't gonna lie though. It's some women out here that be grooming. There's some women and men that be grooming.
It's
So when I
2024.
talk, I'm gonna say on both sides. It's
Yeah,
people out
thank
here
you.
grooming other people, manipulating other people, getting them to do things that they do, and when they don't do things that they do, they have
Yep, it's
temper
a problem.
tantrums. I know I'm gonna start something right now. Temper tantrums.
I'm be
But
quiet.
listen to me and Chris. We're trying to give you the game so you can avoid these things. So you don't be a sprinkle girl or a passport boy and get stuck in a different country.
I piss off people and I just play games along with them. Then they start messing with me, and then
I don't even have the energy. Man, where I'm headed to, where I'm going to, I'm building businesses, legacy.
and a peace of
I'm
mind.
not trying to watch you deconstruct and try to play me like a fool or do 48 laws of power and then watch you F me over. I don't got time for that.
I completely understand. I just use it for political stuff on my podcast. Sit at the table.
I don't have time for that. I don't have time. It's take too much energy from me, and then if I stoop down to your level, then they always want to point the finger when you start matching their energy.
It's your fault. It's your fault.
Acting like a little Karen.
Oh,
You activating the Karen.
She done said Karen, y'all. You little Karen. You little Karen. All right, so now I gotta hit them below the belt. Well, I wouldn't even say below the belt. I gotta hit this hot top. I know we're in election. So with this said, and this is definitely an election year, we have a lot of guys that do not like, and I'm not just saying black, and I'm not just saying look, there's a lot of guys in all different races and much more that don't like the Kamala Harris and what she's pushing for women's rights. Look at Street Topics. You can get mad and upset. You want some say in the comments? Please do, because this is the podcast. This is what it's all about. People afraid to talk about it. I am.
Come get Chris.
Yeah. Come on. But the thing that's going on is what a lot of guys are saying is they think that this is pushing a motive where women want to take advantage of men, which you're just saying, you're seeing more of a push of that, and putting someone in that kind of power is just going to encourage it just that much more. You also have guys that think that women at times, now again, I gotta say this again because you got some people that are like a little bit slow and like, look, I'm trying to give you all the opinions of guys so we can actually have an intellectual conversation about this. But you have guys out there who think that putting her in position is going to push this agenda where, okay, now I have to bow down all the times to someone of a woman of stature, because if not, I'll be ridiculed. You also have those that think it's pushing more of a woman get out of her place. You have that like tradition and culture kind of expectation. And then on top of that, you have those who claim to be Christian. Well, let me rephrase that. Who have their Christian viewpoints and think is going against the whole campaign's about this, the abortion thing. I understand the whole women's have the right to about it. I get that. But what I'm trying to pretty much form so y'all can have a good conversation about this is they think that it is unlike of a Christian for a woman to kill a seed or a baby in her stomach. And that they think that's ungodly. And of course, I know all the aspects. It look like you ready to go with it on like a different scenarios. If it was a rape and all that much more, I get that. But again, I'm just trying to paint the picture of what guys are saying. So we have this conversation. We got to get Street Topics. So we got to hit the raw stuff because y'all like to sugarcoat it. I'm not. I'm not afraid to ridicule me. Go ahead and try the views. But these are some of the things that guys are saying, that why they don't like it, because it's like they believe it's pushing more of a one-sided agenda of more of a woman's right or a woman's push for power or a woman push to authority than actually seeing people working together. And this is me kind of laying it out. Now I know there's more, but these are just some of the things that guys are saying and why they don't like her. So yeah, I put the fire in the pit. So let's talk.
Oh, it's burning. I can feel it. It's hot. I can smell somebody's feet burning from walking on coal right now.
That may be somebody corn. So I don't know. You may not want their feet burned.
Probably Cole. Remember Cole used to chip his toenail on Martin?
Oh God. Oh no.
For the woman, abortion right. It don't matter about religion or anything. Take religion out. Everybody should be responsible how they want to treat their body. Because no matter if you do an abortion or not, everything has consequences. Even if it's physical, when it comes down to your body, or mentally, right? For the men, I think they just focusing on the abortion thing, but they not talking about everything right now. Because like I said, they just pushing what they want you to hear or focus on, right? Everything is about a focus point. I don't think they're going to reveal their true agenda, and that's both parties, until they get in office.
Right. And if knowing my little, knowledge of marketing, if I was doing that campaign, hell yeah, I push abortion too, because even when they had the rally in Houston, every person that came to that podium spoke about the exact same thing, and it got a huge amount of cheers. So they know what they're doing. But you don't really know what a person or campaign or their party going to be about until it's time for action. So yeah, I agree with that part.
Mm-hmm. So but the thing is, on the opposite side too, they might not be for abortion until it's somebody in their family going through it.
Oh.
So that's why I don't really get into all of that.
Well, we got to. We just I'll be the lead in it. You don't have to get into yourself. But some of the scenarios, I know I hit a little bit around it, but let's go. I'm gonna tell you some of the scenarios that people don't like. Let's say you have this 16, 15, or even sadly a 14-year-old girl gets raped by her stepfather or whatever, or father, whoever, brother may, and then she, of course, gets pregnant. And this is where I'm seeing a lot of arguments when it comes down to, and they're saying this woman has a right to do the abortion because it's incest. You don't want her to be reminded of something of a trauma and to put her or that child through that. Now, the other side of it, you have, like I was saying, the Christians, the Christians in their view.
Sometimes they're not even active Christians. They're not actively being Christian. No.
Messy as hell. As fuck. But you have those that say you do not have the right to take a life. Why would you kill an innocent baby who has nothing or no knowledge of what's going on and take their liberty and the right to life? So that's the counter argument when it comes back to this, and it goes back and forth when it comes to the abortion thing. That's why when it comes down to it, split. Now, of course, it's going to be heavily pushed and followed in popularity because, like I said, we are in the generation of women's independence. I say it. I'm not afraid to say it. We are. Everywhere you go, you see ads, movies, TVs, music is there. You got to be a fool not to recognize this. If you say not, your ass living under the rock, and you can say I said it because I believe your ass living under the rock if you don't see this. But that is one of the things that's going on when it comes to that spectrum.
Well, I hope it gets better. And I'm not gonna say I think they're gonna turn against the men. I don't think so. Why does the men, or why the majority of the men think that? I want to know for real.
Why do the majority like be more specific? Like think what
Okay,
exactly?
they think if the woman get in power, like why? What's the problem with the woman getting power? Do you think that everything is going to change when it come down to men going to lose their rights, or have men been going about things, or like because men rule the world.
Okay, I see
Did
the
James
argument.
Brown say that? No, I'm playing.
Yeah, you do have a lot of guys, I mean, out there that do have a high position of power. So yeah, I can see. I can't argue with that one.
Men get paid
But
more.
I do agree with that as well. But women have a lot more stronger influence than anything because of looks and desire. So you cannot ignore that because sex
Men do
is everything.
too.
More so in the women because look, my views would go a hell of a more higher if I had a sexy ass female than two guys on there.
That's
That
why I'm
you
here.
can't. Okay. But going back, okay, so what's the fears? So yes, it's a combination. So a good amount of those things. Of course, like they feel like some of the rights of men are going to be lost, or more so of. I think the one I hear the most is
There we go.
goddamn devil.
I think the internet wanted you to have a break, but we back, y'all.
Nah, I think that we saying too much and I gotta cancel them. They speaking too much right now. I'm gonna have to refix it right
Talk about the passport, bro. Talk about the beehive. Talk about the sprinkle sprinkle. Yeah, damn, it's overload. And the election.
now. Like, we're gonna have to cancel you. We're gonna take your internet off. All right. All right, that's all right. The show's still going, thankfully. So hopefully my internet comes in so I can do the little ending, but whatever, we're just gonna roll with this. So we're talking about the election part. So yeah, there is a lot of concern when it comes down to that. And yeah, so the logic, yeah. So when I was talking about the logic thing, because a lot of women at times feel like act off emotion, and naturally and genetically, that is natural for y'all. And when it comes to, let's say, serious situations, or when it's probably the best time to go more off of logic than emotions to make the best decision, there's concerns when it comes down to that. I wish I could remember the great philosopher and their arguments when it came, or the name of the person, but there's a lot of different philosophers who have made that argument of like, let's say, if this is a terrible example, but it goes right with the emotion part. It's like save your mother or save millions. Which choice is the better one? Because and it gets real hard because like someone who, especially with the emotional attachment, is going to be like, let me save my mother because I don't know these people. But when it comes to the mass number and the majority, the better decision is to save the millions.
I've been like, my mama lived her life. Oh my God.
Educational, by the way. Just want to make y'all understand that. Don't keep no I'm playing. But yeah. But
I don't think that. I don't think it though, because on the other standpoint, okay, I seen some women leaders who led like that in the workplace. And guess what? At the end of the day, they didn't know themselves. They wasn't completely healed. On the other standpoint, I don't know Kamala. I don't know her, but the way I'm looking at things, how she handled things, I think she just fronting, right? She just put on the front. She come from a educational background, you know. It doesn't matter about the race. It took a lot of knowledge. What'd you say?
Ain't gonna be able to save. They're gonna come after you. You like, no.
I think she thinks things through. I think she just show us what she want to show us. Have Megan Thee Stallion come shake that ass sometimes to distract us. But I think she, when it come down to that kind of stuff, I believe she would do the right thing. All we gotta do is see. Let's just see. Don't be scared. We're not gonna jump you.
Only time we shall see.
Only time we'll tell, like for real. But some people don't know how to handle management or leadership. They don't know how to handle that for real. Some people know how to cut off the emotional part and do the right thing and be neutral. Some people don't.
That is true. And I've seen people. It goes both ways. I've seen people who like leave a lot with emotions and let's say not the best when it comes to sales. And I've seen some people who are like take their emotions off and do what it needs to do, just influence and kill sales, or able to connect with a lot of different people. So it can go either way. I think it just comes at the end of the day, the actions of the person and how they pretty much move around with it.
And we already seen how Trump leads, so why y'all scared? No.
At this moment, I'm not scared of anything because, like, what else? We got aliens in New York. We got COVID. We have all these different things. Like, what else do we expect now? It's like, just look, if aliens or somebody's just randomly, oh, I'm here, and they'll be like, oh, I got bills to pay. And so you got $20?
Oh my God.
I honestly think that's where we're at right now, to the point where we're like, okay, I haven't seen everything at this point. It's whatever. If you gonna blow up that or do this, I don't care. I gotta pay my light bill.
For real. Because these bills are billing and getting the back of the line with all the other bills at, huh?
That part right there.
Let's talk about the topic that you talk about, how men and women, we both need safety. We both need to have good communication to speak to one another. We need to create an environment so you can be, or we can be able to open up.
You have to say it again because, like, I'm battling with this connection. I think my phone tried to cut the Wi-Fi.
We need to talk about this phone service. Not playing. I said, let's talk about the other post that you posted about how men and women both need safety. They both need to have a form of communication so they can have an open, safe environment so they can be able to open up and communicate with one another.
Okay, yeah, we can end with that one. That's a real good one. I think that is something that, and I'm gonna tie this with the topic here when it comes to independence, because a lot of times when you have a woman that's like strongly independent, a guy, and this is not just me, feels like he can't really open up or talk to the person because they're so much of a bulldog or don't want to listen. And it's like, okay, let's say the guy tries to open up, it's more. That's how I talk. She said, "Roof." Just matter of fact, give me a sec. I think the Wi-Fi acting nuts. So give me this monitor. I'm gonna stay on my phone when I switch up, and I'm gonna answer this question. So give me back a couple of seconds.
You shouldn't talk about the beehive like that. No.
Subscribe. Tell them subscribe.
Want y'all like and subscribe on both platforms so y'all can see more videos like this. And if you have topics that you guys want to talk about,